Extracting information from users and allowing this two-way communication is an inexpensive, if not free, exercise for WordPress. An engaging and interactive website with plenty of user experience is one way to draw in users. Now that I've hyped you up, let's talk about forms. Yay! Okay, not the most exciting topic, but still essential. And a basic contact form is a good call to action for any business website. The strategy is that we are going to create a form that is going to be embedded in a page. This is a simple example of a static page in that we don't have to change anything in the back end, but we'll offer some user information and dynamic content.
The strategy is that we are going to create a form that is going to be embedded in a page. This is a simple example of a static page in that we don't have to change anything in the back end, but we will offer some user information and dynamic content. First, let's create the form. I have pre-installed the popular and reliable plugin Contact Form 7. Starting on the left menu, hover over the contact and click on Add New. The interface is a little bit different to the text editor that we have seen in the past, but let's still work left to right, top to bottom. Start by entering a title for our form at the top here. Now, in the body of the form is a little introduction to HTML. Things in these angle brackets are labels. They start here and end with a formal slash and label name. Just so happens it's named label. Other labels you will see is a P for paragraph, B for bold, H1 for heading 1, etc. All it means is that content will have styling associated with that label. The asterisk for this use in Contact Form 7 plugin means it is a required field. So if this was left empty, it will tell the user to go back and fill it in. Square brackets in WordPress are shortcodes. These act as custom functions and perform a small bit of programming in the background. Basically, shortcodes are you telling WordPress to do something clever. In this case here, the text, your name, is saying insert a text box that people can input their name. Following on is enter a valid email address, a text box for subject name, and a text area for message. Finally, make a submit button that people can click and put the text send on the button. That's going to make up our form at the moment. Let's go to our Mail tab up the top here. Up the top you can see the fields from the previous tab. Your name, your email. That means whatever people put in those fields will be returned on your email. I'm going to change subject to phone number because I think that it is going to be more useful for me. The text phone number is going to be displayed on the front end. And to make things easier for me, the field name is going to be your phone. I will create another field, and category is what people will see on the front end, and it's going to be a drop-down menu. So what this is going to do is generate code depending on your preferences for this drop-down menu. Required field, this will insert that asterisk I talked about earlier. Here I'm going to change to category drop so I can recognize it later. Here I'll type in the options that people can choose from. The rule for Contact Form 7 is that it's one option per line. I can check this box if I want the user to be able to select more than one. See how the code changes at the bottom when I click this first option as visible? The attributes are for advanced use and I don't need it now, so I can insert tag. And there it is. This really is only text, and if you know your shortcode you can just type it in or edit from here. Let's close with our / label. Finally at the bottom click save. Okay, back to the email tab and see our fields have changed to what we entered. The 2 is an email address that our forms will go to. You can use multiple email addresses if you like. From is who it's from. Let's leave that as we will receive emails from ourselves or the website. Subject will appear in the subject field of the email address we will receive. Reply to, if we want to reply to the email, it will reply to the inputted email address from the user. Now the body of the email, we are not just using subject anymore, so I'm going to replace it with category drop. I just click, this highlights the text. I use Control-C or Option-C for Mac to copy, place my cursor and Control-V to paste. Let's add in the text phone number and your phone number field. Let's get rid of this, and to finish we go to the bottom and save. Let's take a look at the message tab. These are self-automated responses when people are completing the form. You can change them to whatever you like. I'm going to leave them. Additional settings tab, and I'm going to leave that too. Up here is the shortcode we need to embed it into our page. The beauty of WordPress is that this can be used in multiple places on our website. So generally when we insert this square bracket shortcode in the back end, it will generate this form for the user in the front end. Navigate to the page we want or create a new page. This is our Contact Us page. In the body, I'm going to put a heading, a kind of internal notice. Now let's go find our code again by switching tabs. Highlight and Control-C to copy. Now with the shortcodes, we need to put them in the HTML section, not the visual section. Otherwise, the text editor just recognizes it as text to output. So click on the Text tab to reveal the HTML code. Place the cursor where you want the form and Control-V to paste. Okay, it doesn't look like anything, but it is there. To complete the contact form, I'm going to put our contact details and a map. Let's put this horizontal line to separate. Another heading. And our details. Embedding a Google map of our location is very simple. Open another browser tab and go to Google Maps. Type in the address you want. Click on Share. Now embed Map tab. Highlight and Control-C to copy this code. This embed code needs to be in the HTML section, so we click on the Text tab. Control-V to paste. I'm confident with this, so let's publish. I'll give you a quick preview with the visual editor. Let's see what it looks like on the front end with View Page. There is our title, the internal heading, the form asking for name, email, phone number, our drop-down categories, the text area for a message, and the send button. Here is the separated section with contact details and embedded Google Maps. Great, I'm really happy with that.
A contact form is very useful to have in the background just in case, or it can be in your face as a call to action to get subscribers and start building a database of customers. The only downfall of forms is that it can be a playground for bots that want to keep spamming you. Keep up to date with the latest capture devices or spam lists to manage the real inquiries from the fake ones that waste your time.